a privilege to be able to tell these stories and see how we can do better in future.
Why do you think it gets bitter, though? Why do you think it gets toxic? Because for me, it's the one thing I can't piece together. There was an element of us that was not toxic, and then now all of a sudden we're not together. We're supposed to be mature enough to be able to handle, basic conversation, communication, putting together a parenting plan, if any. But then we fell into the cracks of toxicity.
Let me
talk to me.
You.
Yeah.
Let's not beat around the bush. We broke up before Kopano was born.
Yeah, we broke up
right.
I think about the 3 months before she was born.
Before, and then I saw you when she was born. I was with you when she was born.
I hated that moment, by the way.
Tell me more about that moment.
I hated that moment. I felt like you were there for your own clout. I didn't feel like you were there for the birth of the baby, and that's how I truly feel. I felt like you needed that moment for yourself to show and redeem yourself from where I did you dirty. And I know exactly where I did you dirty. I know how I did you dirty. We've discussed this before. Where I failed you and I failed us. And I was never ever proud of those moments. And I don't wear them as a badge of honor at all, nowhere near it. But in that moment when we were in the theater and the baby was being born, I didn't feel, and maybe it's because we were breaking up and we had already broken up and you had made it clear to me that you want nothing of this, right? And you were on your own path. And it was hurtful because we had planned to make this baby. This baby wasn't a mistake. This baby wasn't one of those. This kopano was a discussion between the both of us. And I felt like, I can't believe he's going to choose a moment where I'm most vulnerable and I have no control of myself, the situation. I'm being cut up, a baby's being pulled out of me, and he's going to come here for clout. That's how I felt. That's my feeling at the time. I felt it was, it was, I was like, yo.
I'm sorry you feel that way, and I'm sorry it came across that way.
Because every other moment, and I tell you why it came across that way. Every other moment prior to that moment that I needed you, you weren't there. You weren't available. But for that one particular moment, I was like, wow.
But you know what, I suppose, I'll tell you what. I think you're looking at it with too much intelligence.
I think so too. I'll be honest, after thinking about it for many years.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
You know, people generally want to be around for big moments.
Yes.
So I probably didn't think about it as this is a plan for me to look a certain way.
Yeah.
I probably thought, damn, I'm having a baby, so I'm going. That's what I felt. It was like, I'm having a baby, I'm going.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
It could have been a selfish moment. That we agree on. It could have been a selfish moment to a point where I didn't see you in that moment and how we had fallen apart. And, you know, because my thing was just that I'm having a baby right now and I'm not really looking to be in this relationship because of the things that had transpired in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
It is.
It's painful.
It is. It is.
It's scarring. And go ahead.
From there, how do you even recover from something like that? Like from that moment on, do you know what it takes to recover? You know, before you recover, you have to explore each and every single possibility. Some of it will be difficult, and we had to explore some of the most difficult, where in between whatever disastrous turn that our situation took, my mother died.
That was very hurtful.
Do you understand that?
That was very hurtful, and I want us to get to the death of your mom. But prior to that, right? Because that's another trauma that hit us both differently. Because I'm sure your mom left you with words prior to her death, as she left me with words prior to her death.
But I felt like you try to hijack that moment.
Which moment?
my mother dying moment.
How did I hijack it?
Because you just weren't letting up.
Letting up how?
In the Russia-Ukraine situation that we were on, where with me being whichever country you choose for me to be, but it just, I felt there should have been a ceasefire at some point to see that, okay, this is crazy.
Letting up how, Liz? Letting up how? I just gave birth.
I felt
your mom was not well. I spent hours on the phone with your mother. For the first time in a long time, she had, literally in the presence of my mom, spoken to me about her ill health, about her departure, and how she didn't want anyone around her, and how all she wanted was her grandchild and for things to be okay between us.
But why did you, with all that knowledge, still go for my neck?
I didn't go for your neck. I actually did let up. I did let up. How did I go for your neck? No, how did I go for your neck? Please teach me things about myself that I haven't seen.
No, like,
teach me your point of view.
This is, it gets...
Share with me your point of view, because maybe there's things I'm forgetting or I've blocked out.
I'll tell you why it gets difficult.
Yeah.
It gets difficult because we are both two different human beings now who see two different sides to each other.
That's why I'm saying, talk to me about what you experienced.
So you and I have decided to take me down this shithole that I've worked so hard to get away from. Tell me why you're doing that.
Why am I doing what, this?
This, yes.
This.
Why? Are you clout chasing?
I'm not clout chasing at all. I think it's important for people to know in society that you can get past
Come on,
this.
listen to you. This is like you're giving me the radio voice.
I'm
right
not
now.
giving you the radio voice. This is actually how I speak. I actually sound good.
I know, but I'm just saying.
You're also giving me the rapper voice.
No doubt.
No, let's not do that.
Look, I'm saying.
Let's not do that, though.
No, let's do it. D. Like,
we don't have to be insulting each other.
Okay, my bad. I'm saying to you, the reason I did that deliberately to prove a point.
Yeah.
Of clout. I don't believe what I've just said. I'm trying to prove a point.
I wouldn't know.
No, I'm saying to you, I'm trying to prove a point as to why you would think that the birth of my child would be a clout chasing moment for me. The same insult that you've just taken now, I was using this moment to try and make you see this thing through another glass.
But I wasn't trying to insult you when I said that. I was talking to you about how I felt at the time. It was how I felt at the time. It's not how I feel now. In that moment. And that's why I'm saying, please allow me to be shown your point of view so I can see where I've hurt you. It's important to see another person's hurt. I think it's very important. I think it's very important. Because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, we're partners for the rest of our lives. We made a baby, right? So that human life binds us, whether we like it or not. And you've had to overcome loathing me. And I know you loathed me. At the hour of the birth of our child, I know you literally wanted nothing to do with me. That level of rejection from a person you've committed to making a baby with, that's hurtful. But at the end of the day, those are your feelings and they're relevant though.